Welcome to another wonderful episode here, Jaws Podiatry. So this is the follow-up case to the YouTube video that we uploaded that was called something with a broccolinis. 2 warts on the bottom. Actually, there were 3. The other one just basically, I put a little bit of the beetle juice on the top and it basically disappeared. This is a really great case for a lot of great reasons. This is what it looks like 2 weeks after the application of the cantharone, aka the beetle juice. Okay, so yes, what do you mean, Dr. White, what do you mean by the beetle juice? There's actually a beetle, right? Just as we all know, there's insects, animals out there in all places of the entire world that we can extract certain, in this case, a chemical, right? It's a solution that will eradicate, and I don't like to say the word kill, but it will eradicate, in this case, this problem. The beetle juice, also known as the cantharone, is not only used for plantar warts, it's actually used for several other dermatological manifestations, even in pediatric patients. They use this for something called molluscum contagiosum. You guys can Google that one. But anyways, it's really great because when I look at this, people, you know, especially the patient, they go, OMG, right? Like, what is this? Are you kidding me? And when I look at this, I love what I see, because after, you know, we do see a lot of plantar warts here at Jaws Podiatry, and we sort of know what the solution will actually do, right? The reaction. So, you know, we'll come around here and I would, you know, that's before. So what we basically do is, if you feel any discomfort, please let me know. It creates a little cave, right? And you'll see it now. The original clinical presentation, which it was pretty advanced. You have had this had this for how long now?
Several months.
Right, and
since November.
Right. So that's a lot. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Right? So, you know, I was already expecting for a second application, but I've seen, watch this. I've seen, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Watch this. This is kind of like the fun part of this. I apologize. So we come in through here, and all of a sudden we carve it out. Now watch this. It gets even better. You guys want to see magic? Look at this. This is what I call. Now, the beautiful thing, sorry about that. The beautiful thing, this is great. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why once I'm done here. So the first thing that we do is, okay, I want to be very clear with the public. You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay, so am I. Now, we're gonna go ahead and just remove all of this devitalized, you know, callus. It's exactly what it is. I'm just trying to make sure we give everyone a... Now let's go for the other one. Okay, this is gonna be even a bigger one. So we kind of just...
What was even there before?
Oh, they're gonna have to go take a look at the original video, the broccolini video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to attach it, but here we go. Second one. We start gentle, and I can already tell I can already tell that she had a big blister right here. Watch this. You see that? So there was a blister there, and then we're gonna go underneath. Now we're under, completely, totally under. This might be a little uncomfortable. I apologize in advance. No anesthesia is being used in this procedure. I just want to disclose that to everyone out there. And you can see why I said there was a blister. It's a little bit moist. Okay, so we'll put that there. And then we'll go like this. Trim out. This might be a little uncomfortable. I apologize in advance. Maybe, maybe not. This is a great video. This is a great, great video. Once I'm done, I'm gonna explain to everyone everything, what I'm thinking. Okay. Now, again.
Flip this over, Doc.
Which one? This one right here? Yeah. Sorry about that. Yep. So.
I just want everybody to see.
Yep, you can talk. Absolutely. Here at the helm today, helping us out, Melissa. Okay, so guys, this is the good part here. Okay, so this is the good part. I've seen a lot of videos all over the place. I've seen techniques. I've seen different techniques, multiple techniques. When we talk about plantar warts, there are different ways that we can treat them. We've spoken about that before. Just to name a few, cryotherapy, right? Freezing them, using, in this case, a chemical solution to eradicate the problem. This is known as the cantharone, just for the public to hear. Electrodesiccation, cauterization. There's a lot, but I've seen one technique that a lot of people may use, and I want to be I'm very transparent. If you've never had a plantar wart, whether it be, because again, I did say that before, I think in the original video, pediatric patients versus the adult population, I would say easily 80-20, 80% pediatrics. We just had one right now. It was a tiny one. I thought it was not necessary to videotape that one, but 20% the adult population. Now, 80%, right? We're dealing with pediatric patients. I've seen a lot of people ask me, well, why don't you just curette, right? Which means that carve it out, which means take an instrument and basically not only carve it out to a certain level, then they use different techniques, but carving a hole, whether it be on a pediatric patient or an adult, on the bottom of the foot, if you've never had this performed, it's hard for people to really understand the magnitude of how uncomfortable it is. It's all, it's all fun, great, dandy to see it on YouTube, right? Oh my God, that's awesome. For all of you guys, it's awesome. But for the patient, it's really, really not. Fact. So again, when people tell me, well, why don't you just carve it out and take it out and, and that's it. This is what I say to this. This is one application, right? There was no injection. There was no pain. There was nothing. Extremely effective. Am I correct?
Yes.
The patient is saying yes. So, we take into consideration the post-procedural protocol. We're not in the business of bad reviews. We want the patient to have a phenomenal experience, whether it's the patient, a pediatric patient, or whether it's an adult patient. Carving, excising, surgically excising warts on the bottom of the foot is extremely painful and unnecessary. I would say 95, 97% of the times. There are other ways, depending on the size, right? That, you know, there's medications that we can take. There's so many tools in the toolbox for warts. But this is a great video because it really, this is, after one application, we can go up to 3 and 4 sometimes, depending on the sheer size of it. You know, I don't surgically excise them because you, number one, you need to numb, right? You need to numb. That's an injection. It hurts like you have no idea. You guys really don't know how much it hurts. It really hurts. And for a pediatric patient, that can be extremely traumatic. And I'm not in the business to creating, you know, bad experiences for these young patients. I can go on and on and on, but I can tell you that for all the viewers in general, on all of our social media platforms, when they see these great wart, you know, huge, you know, let's carve and let's cut and bring me this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
That's what I did, and I think I made it worse because I kept cutting
Right.
with the scissors.
Right. But these are really invasive procedures that not only can create a lot of discomfort, a lot of pain, but there's no need for it. I'm done. I hope this has been informative, like always. You know, what we, just so everyone understands, this one is healed, and this one is also, I would say, 95% healed. What I'm going to do is we're going to let the area sizzle down a little bit here because it's so moist, right? It's moist and it's very fragile. This is fresh skin. So I'd like to wait maybe like a week. And if the entire warty tissue is gone, we will be able to notice that very, very easily. So another test that we do is the squeeze test, like this. Any pain?
No.
Any pain?
No.
Good. Any pain?
No.
Any pain?
No.
So, any pain?
No.
So the squeeze test is extremely important. If there was any warty tissue left behind or still there, and I press on that tissue, it would cause pain.
Like before.
Like before, exactly. There are other solutions, techniques, approaches to the treatment of plantar warts. Having a painful scar after the wart heals is not a fun thing. There's nothing better to have a parent or a patient or me tell them that this is a very painless procedure. And it really, really is. There's no pain at all. Have a nice day.